Right now on your news channel live at 4, hail in Solvang and snow along Highway 154 and our local mountains. It's not just rain this time around, as one of the coldest storms in decades makes its presence felt. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Scott Hennessy.
And I'm Beth Farnsworth. Our top story at 4. Highway 154 is open right now after snow closed it down for a couple of hours this afternoon.
Snow, rain, and hail are making for some tough driving conditions, but crews are working hard to keep drivers safe. Here's what the 154 looked like this afternoon. This is from the summit of San Marcos Pass, an elevation of about 2,200 feet. A blanket of snow caught some drivers off guard, and they had to wait until Caltrans could get a snowplow up there to clear the highway. Santa Barbara County Fire warns there may be on and off closures due to snow or rock slides over the next few days. We'll have more on this developing story in a live report from John Palmentary coming up at 4:30.
The winter storm is having major impacts from Santa Barbara to San Luis Obispo counties. We have live team coverage for you. Gabe Lenners is in the First Alert Weather Center.
Krista Kirkjian is live with the latest on the blizzard conditions. But first we go to Dave Alley, who made an early morning trek to the Cuesta Grade. Dave, you got caught in a snowstorm.
Well, I did, but it exactly wasn't here up on the Cuesta Grade, which I'm standing at right now. By the time I did arrive here in the 8 o'clock hour, the storm had passed, leaving just a little bit of ice out on the ground, which lasted for a couple of hours in the shaded spots. Then I headed westward into SLO County, moving from the east to the west on Highway 41 in between Atascadero and Morro Bay, and that's when another round of winter weather did hit. And yes, I did get caught up in that, you could say. And this is what it looked like around 11 o'clock this morning. Again, this is west of Atascadero, snow falling high up on a hillside above Highway 41. The snowfall lasted just a few minutes, also included a little bit of hail, but earlier this morning snow fell in large amounts. This is what it looked like at the home of Jeremy Shirley and Stephanie Ralston. Their hillside landscape completely blanketed with about what they estimated was between 2 to 2.5 inches of snow. Snow and ice blanketed many parts of the North County, coloring the scenery a very frosty and picturesque white. A rarity for this part of the Central Coast, certainly all throughout the area. Snow not only fell, the cold temperatures did allow it to stick around on the ground.
It's absolutely unreal. I mean, it's beautiful here on any day, but seeing it with snow on top was pretty special. Never expected to see snow on top of a mountain in Atascadero.
It's amazing. It feels like we're in the Sierras and somewhere I'd go on vacation. And it's amazing that we live here and that it actually happened here at our home.
Did feel like the Sierras today, but we are, in fact, still on the Central Coast. Now, as mentioned, the Cuesta Grade did receive a light dusting of snow this morning. First time that's happened in a few years. It did create some issues on Highway 101, causing a few delays for drivers, but after a short time it was cleared up and traffic was moving smoothly by 8 a.m. By that time, just a few remnants of ice remained along the roadside. Now, today's snow may be just a precursor of perhaps more still to come within the next 24 hours. Those I spoke with today say they welcome more snow. They want to see more of it. In fact, they want to see it stick around a little bit longer, have some fun and games, perhaps take the kids out of school, rare snow day, make some snowmen or go sledding, things like that. Certainly something we don't get to do around here very often. Well, we're at 5, but for right now, live on top of the Cuesta Grade, I'm News Channel reporter Dave Allen.
Very cool. Gabe Lenners keeping a close eye on the forecast for us.
And if you look very closely, I think he's drooling, seeing all the snow out there, Gabe.
It is so nice to see all the snow. I'm a big snow junkie. I love the snow. We are seeing rain in a lot of locations. Taking a live look at that storm tracker right now. Scattered in nature, but in those higher elevations, we are seeing those snow showers continuing. We are going to see that through the next couple days. Wind chills right now. Very cold out there. Right now, it's feeling like 37 for you in Santa Ynez, 49 in Santa Maria, 51 in Lompoc, 41 in Paso. Definitely coat weather. 39 at this hour in Atascadero. Here are those current temperatures. This is the actual air temperature. 51 in Lompoc, 49 in Pismo Beach, 50 in San Luis Obispo, 49 in Gaviota, and a cool 43 degrees in Santa Ynez. And you can see those colder temperatures a lot colder than that over off towards the east there. Taking a look at that future track, you can see these showers and those high elevation snow showers really are going to be continuing, and that rain is going to become heavy at times over the next couple days. We are seeing this very complex storm, and that rain is just really going to continue. Area of low pressure going to be deepening over Southern California. Let's go live now to Krista with more on that evolving winter weather situation. Krista?
Gabe, it's not every day that Central and South Coast forecasters are able to include snow in our forecast, but this is the coldest winter storm of this season. Even though the rain has been spotty and scattered for the past 2 days, the main headline has been the snow. Here's a look at some of our local mountains. You'll notice that currently a lot of cloud cover, so it's very difficult for us to see the city, but as we saw earlier in Dave's live shot, we actually have a lot of snow, Cuesta grade portions of San Marcos Pass as well. And take a look at Broadcast Peak. Here's a live look and you'll notice snow is already blanketing the area and causing visibility issues, but the heaviest snow is still to come, especially for low elevations between 1,500 feet and 2,500 feet, 6 to 12 inches of snow in the forecast. And as we take a look at what we are expecting, this is the first time a blizzard warning has been issued for local mountains since 1989.
You won't be able to see in front of you. Stay off the roads. That's the bottom line point. Make sure that you have an emergency supply kit with flashlights, extra food, extra water, because these conditions are going to be very, very dangerous. Avoid travel if at all possible.
And it may be tempting to take a trip up to the snow right now, but make sure it's safe before you do so. Gabe will have a closer look at all the winter weather warnings that have been issued coming up in his main weather forecast. But for now, reporting live in Santa Barbara, I'm News Channel weather anchor Krista Kirkchan.
All right, just an absolutely beautiful backdrop behind you. Thank you for that, Krista. Farmers and nurseries are bracing for the cold weather. Tally Farms in Arroyo Grande have crop fields throughout the Central Coast. Farmers say their biggest concern is their citrus and avocado trees. They say those fields can suffer a crop loss if they're not protected against the cold temperatures. So now they're taking action.
We'll be running our wind machines all night long in preparation for the colder evenings forecasted over the next couple of days.
Whispering Tree Nursery and Orchid is also preparing plants. Gardeners recommend covering plants with burlap overnight.
Now's the time to make sure you have our First Alert weather app. You can check out our live interactive radar and track the storm, including the rain, wind, and snow. We'll also send alerts for severe weather in your area. It's free to download for iPhone and Android devices.